Justin Fuente here is your roadmap to an ACC Coastal Division Championship. Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, breaking down all the schedules across the nation in the Power 5, plus the major independents. We've arrived at the third easiest schedule in the ACC. It's number 58 in the country, so we've got 70 teams ranked, so it's number 13 in regards to easiest schedule in the nation. In the Power 5, Virginia Tech. So if you look at the non-division games, they play Florida State and Boston College. So that's certainly respectable, and they can't control that. Virginia Tech always plays Boston College. They are designated rivals, even though they aren't rivals. The ACC and the SEC have this antiquated, stupid approach to scheduling in which they designate rivals even when there's not a rivalry. It can be scheduled otherwise. You can maintain the non-division rivalries and then rotate the other games. And you could make a fair, more balanced schedule that way. But for Virginia Tech, they take on Boston College at home. They open up the season with a difficult conference game, non-division against Florida State. So why does this rank this low? This schedule off the bat would seem to be a decent schedule because they play in the Coastal, which isn't that good, but it's decent. A lot of marginal teams with Duke and Virginia and Georgia Tech and Pitt. They do have to deal with, of course, Miami, projected to be a top 10 to 15 team in the nation. Florida State, Boston College, respectable on the other side. It's the non-conference outside of Notre Dame. They do have to deal with Notre Dame. I compared this schedule, well, to all the schedules eventually by extension, but I compared this schedule to some of the schedules that I ranked just above it, especially in the ACC. And here's the differentiation. They play some of the very worst Group of 5 teams. You can play, Group of 5 is not created equal. Of course, you can play Houston or Boise State. You can play Old Dominion and East Carolina, as Virginia Tech does. Old Dominion and East Carolina, and also William and Mary. So this really weights down the schedule. Plus, the division is not great. Boston College, I give it credit, but it's not a great game, but a decent non-division schedule with Florida State and Boston College. So this is the Virginia Tech schedule. Notre Dame highlights it, non-conference, and of course Miami in the division could decide the division as they host the Canes. Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, previewing all the schedules, ranking them all. Then we go back and we give you our previews and predictions for all the teams for 2018 right here at Mark Rogers TV.